Hello. Good afternoon. We're live with Josh imitating a fly. What is it? What's the deal with it? Goggle eyes, goggle box.
It's a bit goggle eyes. It's a bit, mate, can't say that. I do wear glasses.
Well,
I generally can't see out my right eye.
Apologies for that.
The reason I put them on was because we were discussing that we look a bit like those 3D glasses, don't we? But we can't remember if it's green and red or blue and red.
Right now on the screen, it looks like, because of the light, it looks pink and green.
Yeah, but those 3D glasses.
Orange,
if anyone's watching, do you know if it's red and blue or red and green? Those 3D glasses.
Red and blue.
Because they're black now, aren't they? And not made of paper anymore. They actually
don't
look a bit
even need
quite similar to my suntan glasses. My suntan glasses, my sunglasses. Which, by the way, if you can see my forehead, I've managed to almost burn that 2 weeks on the bounce now, which is outrageous.
Same colour.
It's like a superhero mask, which that's why I'm big enough to myself to be a superhero mask. From here to here, red, rouge.
How?
I've got such a protruding forehead. I don't know how this bit gets burnt again, but I honestly was playing golf Saturday morning.
You hit a high ball, though, to be fair.
Constantly burning my forehead from looking up. Yeah.
But,
movies, though, talking about movies, do you ever watch the same movie twice?
Yeah, well, I used to watch movies always over and over again.
The same movie, more than once?
It's not, Christy's not necessarily keen to watch the same thing. I think I watched Die Hard when I was a youngster. Under 18, it was an 18, right? I managed to watch it before. Over and over, I think I watched it every time I come back from school for like 6 months straight, every time before dinner. I used to know every line. It's quite favourite Christmas movie, Die Hard.
It's a bit weird. It's a little bit weird.
But
Christy's never seen Die Hard, has she?
I don't believe she has.
So does that mean she technically doesn't know a big part of you? Not putting your relationship under pressure,
but the script for sure. Like I do.
Which, to be better, I think you should make her learn it.
No, but I've definitely watched the same.
Comparable, Die Hard, as you may have read in the title, Summer Diets, that's a battle. That's possibly, I'm right, I'm going to be really
Summer
honest
Diets
here.
is like, it's a war on your mind, your body, isn't it really? It's against the two things. You want your body, you want a body for the beach.
Definitely.
Your mind, you really want that food, alcohol.
Yeah.
How big a battle
Social.
And
Not
to miss out.
I personally never really diet in the summer. That's my thing. Like, I've done it. I think I always go on that same thing. I've done it to a point.
Time, which is quite a hard time as well because it's getting sunnier
then. Yeah, there's never really great time, but I've done it in May and stuff. But
over summer, no.
Summer diets are the worst, I believe, and that's a weird thing to say because we do a lot of summer cuts and stuff for people. But I do think if you can get the majority of the groundwork done in the months leading up to summer and leading up to Christmas stuff, that's when you put the graft in for sure. Like, I know when people get on board and say like September and stuff like that, they put in big graft and then come to Christmas, they take the foot off the gas a little bit and just maintain it. So they've learned good stuff, put in good habits, but then they have the Christmas and really enjoy it and then still feel good in January. And there's still people coming up to me like now, which I find really weird because for some reason in my head summer's nearly over. Is that the case? But summer holidays
feels like because of the weather, I think, really.
Yeah. So people are coming up to me now and sort of like, right, I want to sort of drop somewhere. I've got a holiday in a few weeks, and I'm like, wow. I feel like that's I feel like
it's because I think maybe the sun.
Anyway, so to be honest, I haven't gone on our sort of holiday, which is going to be then after the winter, so that's in September. So it isn't over, and there's definitely still time to improve and do stuff like that. But how hard is it to do it? Like, it is super tough. So beer pong, my favourite sport, and it is a sport, definitely a sport. You just have to be in the right country.
It's a skill as such.
One, necking the pints quick, or
getting the ball in the hole.
Yeah.
Just
so
like golf, really.
I played. So my social weekends, to be honest, was golf in the mornings. Sounds pretty rock and roll. It was quite a good one for me. Doing whatever around the house. Then went out for a barbecue, played beer pong, which I was enjoying. And then Sunday spent time with the family, and it was really good. And it was just such a funny sort of weekend, really, because it wasn't like it was super boozy because there was beer pong and that. But I actually enjoyed playing the game. And it's kind of a bad game to enjoy playing because and I'm not even that great at it, to be honest.
Yeah,
I think I am.
Other people
confident I am that I'm good as well, and that's the problem. I'll big up. But if you never played beer pong, basically you get ping pong balls and you're trying to throw them into the other team's cups. This is the simplest way of putting it. And if you get the ball in the cup, they have to drink the beer or whatever's in the cup. and don't have to put too much in it. And actually, I put in some being boring man. I had some Bud Lights, so we chucked some of those in there, so it wasn't too killer anyway. But it was great fun. But it was making me smile because I was playing with a lad that we play golf with in the morning. And what we're going to sort of kind of get this sort of little link into is that we're playing golf, and I had a howler on a hole. I had an 8 on a par 3. Now, if that means nothing to you, that's fine. But basically, it's absolutely terrible.
Almost 3 times as many.
Yes. So but I don't know. I changed my mindset around it. I was like, it doesn't matter. I'm not under pressure now. It's a competition, but I'm under no pressure now. I went and enjoyed the rest of the round and actually ended up playing really, really well. Had a really good day. Whereas one of the lads I played with had a bad hole around the 10th. And at one point, he was throwing his golf clubs, the whole bag, not just one, threw the whole bag across the green. And I almost didn't know where to look or when to laugh. And you have to know when to sort of do that. And you can imagine what I'm like at the best of times. You honestly, play a bad shot, I'm not the person you want around because I'm giggling. I get the giggles. And I know it's annoying because it's a frustrating game, but I get the giggles. But the difference was from just changing sort of that, it's game over, and just going, do you know what, that's in the past and moving on. I managed to come out with a decent round, and unfortunately he didn't necessarily. And we said about like at the weekend he's got a clubs left, so he's struggling. But we were saying about it, it's like how many times have you done it at the weekend where you go out and you go, right, there's my, I've had the cheesecake or I've had the pizza, and it's like, it's like you've thrown your clubs across the green.
It doesn't even have to be eaten, is it? It's like one piece of cake comes out or something. You go to a friend's house, they bring, I'm having that.
Yeah,
it's not even eaten yet, but you know it's written off before it's even consumed. Like, well, that's it then. Monday, right? Yeah, well, Monday. Right, bring on. What else is there?
Yeah,
come on.
Ice cream. I know you got ice cream in there. And chocolate. I saw your children eating chocolate, so I'm gonna eat that.
Yeah.
But it is, and it's that sort of changing that mindset around it, that it's not just game over. You can't just quit on it, and you just got to sort of go, right, do you know what? I've had a little bit of a slip up or whatever it may be, but the goal at the end of the day is still to lose weight, right? So it doesn't matter where your starting point is. If you've had that piece of cheesecake, or I don't know, you've played beer pong, you've had equivalent of 6 beers or whatever, don't go, that's the end of it, because your case is still to get to that point, right? Your case was to get to the point from here. You've taken a side step with your beer, your cheesecake, whatever, but the goal is still to get to there. So don't go over here just because you've had a bad step and take yourself further away from it. You've got to keep working towards the point. So that was kind of my thing at golf. I was like, look, do you know what? I'm not going to win this competition, but I still play towards my handicap, for instance. So just keep going in each step, and if you have a bad knock, you walk it out 10 yards and you go again. And it's the first time I've ever done it, because usually I'm playing like 4 holes ahead of myself.
Proper mindset game. Really.
And it's the same with people's nutrition. They're like, I've messed this up, which means I'm going to be over for my calories for today, which means I'm 2,000 over, which means that's the end of the week. It's like, I reset on Monday.
Yeah, or even the case of you don't even know how many calories you go over, and you just literally think, once that switch is gone, it's like a free-for-all. It's like, well, until Monday, I'm going to eat whatever I want because it's done. Game over.
As you said, you just chuck your head in the sand, didn't you? Like,
chuck your clubs in the lake and just open the fridge.
Heads in the sand, doesn't matter. I'm going to eat all the cake, all the beers, all the Prosecco, gin, wine, whatever it be. It's okay because Monday I get to start again. I do love that in people's heads, though, that your head and your body restarts on a Monday, or the next day you get like, here's your fresh calories again. Yeah. You've had a stinker of a day the day before. I've got 2,000 calories today.
Just wipe it.
No, let's try and look at what we've done and just try and get ourselves back on the right track, sort of thing, going for out there.
Yeah, beer pong, is there a particular strategy you go for?
Yeah, cheat.
Spike the drinks.
Cheat. Put vodka in their cups and a little bit of beer, and then hopefully they get really drunk and can't throw. But actually, saying that, I was playing against a guy, and he was American, so he's like, for me, that's one of the things, yeah. He was doing all this weird stuff over the cup, trying to put me off. I wasn't happy about it, I'll be honest.
You're not allowed to touch the...
No, you're not allowed to touch it, but it was all trying to put off mind games, so I wasn't happy about it at all. But anyway, the strategy is just trying to get it in, and when you do get it in, celebrate. And that's what you should do as well. Celebrate, there you go.
Yeah.
Celebrate your wins. And it doesn't matter how big or small they are. If you're doing well and you say no to the cheesecake, celebrate it, Go hard, enjoy it. My friend was, he laughs at me because he's like, you always back yourself on these things, like silly things, like stupid, like beer pong. Like no one's competitive, but I'm telling people I'm good. Like, that's my thing. Always. It's like, no matter how bad you are confident. He said, I've played with you before, you're not good at this game, but you come out confident and you always celebrate. But it makes life happier. It's a better world to be in. Like, celebrate. Go large.
It makes people happier when you lose as well.
Yeah, exactly. I'm basically making everyone happy by being really confident and really overexcited for getting a ball in a cup. So it has a effect on everything around it, doesn't it?
Yeah, indeed. And just like golf, the compounding effect of good shots on better shots, you play well for the rest of the round. A bad shot, a bad hole can ruin the whole round.
Well, in your mindset, for sure. Like you hit one bad shot and you keep
mind,
and you keep going, oh, I'm bad, then you're going to play more negatives. And as you're saying, once you hit one good shot, that affects hopefully the next few shots.
Talking about the snowball effect of one bad diet or one bad meal choice affecting then your choice of exercise you want to do the next day because you feel potentially guilty and don't even do anything because you feel bad. You just stay on the sofa and eat more. You sleep worse and feel tired and don't want to exercise.
Especially with alcohol involved, isn't it? Like you have alcohol, sleep worse, you wake up in the morning, you eat rubbish potentially, you don't want to go to the train to the so it's just that that compound effect, as you say. And we've been discussing different things in different sort of areas, and like often we look at different things in our own lives about how we can increase and do better with certain things, and how we're even with our new booklet we're doing now. That'll be released in hopefully the next week or so, and we're going to be doing a seminar. And it's like, why are we taking that small step? Because it might only be small changes to try and help people, but we know that if they can get that one thing that triggers them to get those habits in, to simplify something that they may struggle with, it could then have that whole knock-on effect. So they start eating better, getting that better habit, going further forward, and end up losing. Yeah, it might only be an extra £1 every week or 2 weeks, but once we say, people are like, oh, I only lost like a couple of pounds, as if it's a bad thing. Right, okay.
You haven't gained any. You haven't stayed still. You've lost a few.
And you're going to do that potentially over the next 6 to 8 weeks.
Because the mindset around almost being disappointed that they kind of overestimate what they can do in a short space of time and think, well, if I haven't lost £12 by day 2, then I'm already disappointed in my head that that's not happened. But being realistic, first of all, and actually knowing what you can do. Setting realistic goals, such, but just being celebratory. Yeah, that's what I want.
Yeah, I'm not going to try and repeat.
Celebratory of the small wins. So yeah, being happy. And
you're saying this right. This makes me laugh. So I always, when we talk on these things, when we come to the podcast, if you're listening to it and we see the video of it, I always hold back with these sort of things in comparison to potentially what I say to people in real life, especially if I know them and I've been with them around them for a long time. I'd say we're very vanilla on here, and it's possibly a little bit boring in some respects because we have to be. I think we should feel ourselves a touch. But how often have you been with someone and just gone really cold and just gone blunt out, really someone said to me, "Oh, I want to sit with you because I know you tell me straight." And at that point, it's like, yes, that's opened the floodgates. I'm then basically gonna. I won't use the phrase, but I'm laying into them. I'm going as straight. But they love it because I'm straight talking. I don't want to hear your rubbish. Which obviously wouldn't be that word. But I want to hear your rubbish. You're going to tell me this, and I'm just going to absolutely slap you back in the face with a fact. Oh, yeah, well, the thing is, I've got this, I have to sit in front of my computer for 12. No, you don't. You don't have to sit in front of your computer for 12 hours. You definitely don't. You can get up and walk every 5-10 minutes potentially and get water, or half an hour, an hour, 3 hours. You can move for a few steps. You can get up half an hour before if you want. You can go to bed early. There's some really simple things you could be doing, but you choose not to because it's not that comfortable. It's not that easy. And then once that's open, sometimes they're just out of that.
Because, yeah, it's a slap in the face. It's more like
slap in the face,
man. The actual act of someone telling them to do that is a realistic, digital slap in the face as such.
Well,
through the screen, we can give people now.
Do slap them in the face.
Imagine that you come out of the office. But it's kind of like that's why we lay into habits, really in deep with simple habits, but go in deep with these because they make the biggest changes.
Repeat the same things.
And someone commented on one of our videos or whatever the other day saying, sick and tired of these get fit quick schemes that are conning people. It's like, well, you can't change habits. You can't change habits in 30 days. You can't change habits, but you can make a start. You can make good, impactful, foundational start point of one habit. We've got 8 game changers, we call them, but there are things like we've gone over them in the past, like being active, more walking, sleeping better, cutting out the alcohol, the sugar, and you drinking more water. And simple things like that, which make if you just start on them now, 30 days down the line, you'll be a little bit further. You may not have nailed them. They may still be hard work, uncomfortable to do, but I'm just trying to cut out alcohol in certain situations when you normally just go all in. And then 60 days down the line, lo and behold, you might have had 1 or 2 pretty much mastered. 90 days down the line, you might be there.
And actually, in all honesty,
that's get fit quick. 90 days. Like, the human body doesn't want to get fit; it wants to get fat.
Yeah,
it loves being fatter. So
yeah, mine does.
It's harder. Like we know, it's harder to lose weight, lose fat, than it is to gain it.
Yeah, for sure.
So there is no get fit quick, but there's get fit over a period of time and just making small steps.
Yeah, don't wait a second. I don't want to see your 30-day reset program. I don't want you to try and re-educate people or help people. Let people just go and carry on doing what they were doing without support and education. Sorry, mate, but that's not what we're here for. Like, it is about setting targets, and actually, people have completely changed their body and overhauled their body in 30 days. So that's the first response, really. Is sorry, mate, they do. And we've got facts, and we've got videos of people who literally, if you were to Facebook them and see their location, if you were that sort of weirdo, do actually live in the area and have actually done these things. So
I can see the skepticism of
for sure.
There is annoyingly a lot of things out there that do trick people out of, like booty, 14-day detox diet and drinking coffee.
Definitely.
£30 for a box of coffee. Like,
but unfortunately, the reality is our product is not being funny. Isn't like a tangible product which you just sell at a high. It's bringing people in. It's communicating. If we really didn't believe in that, we'd have to face these people for the next 30 days, at least 4 times a week, and that's going to be awkward if we haven't got anything to back that up with, right? So it is about being in there. Yeah, it's not us who's doing the work. It's not a trick. You have to come and train, right? You have to come in and work out. You're going to know.
You don't move your arms and legs for it.
It would be hilarious. So I'd love to. Maybe we should do that one time, like a puppeteer.
Stand on the
get some strings, and you do the workout, and I'll do the strings. I just felt like that. It should be that way around. Like, do you know what I mean? Just, hello. Anyway, lost the plot a little bit there. But yeah, I mean, I can't really remember where we're sort of going with that again. But you've gone into something, but we sort of lost the plot again. Anyway, being straight talking, I suppose that's
habits, isn't it? Yeah, straight talking, get people, show them the reality of where they're at and where they can get to, without just beating around the bush and kind of being a bit vanilla as such.
Yeah, I think what I'm trying to say is
favorite ice cream flavour. Don't say vanilla.
No.
Sprinkles on them.
I actually like mint chocolate chip.
Yes. I was going to say that.
Wow! We just become best friends. Yup. Yeah, mint chocolate chips are great flavour. Just now.
Next week, we'll eat a tub of
ice cream, because you can do that. Yeah, protein ice cream has to be, doesn't it?
Yeah, not many people do choose the green one. Like
the green ice cream?
Yeah.
It's great
mint
flavour.
chocolate chip, it is. Like, a random one I've tried recently, which I quite like, is rum and raisin.
Haven't tried that. Always been intrigued by it.
Yeah, it's one of that, and pistachio. We've got con before with the old mint. But that's all right. But it's not mint.
It's not the same, is it? Though.
Henry likes mint now. He has what I have. I said, "Do you want chocolate?" He wants almond chocolate. I'm having mint, the green one. So I'll have mint. God.
Is he into it though?
Yeah, he did. He loves it. Yeah.
It's fresh though, isn't it? It's good. It's about keeping it fresh. One thing I want to touch on as well is with the new diet thing. Talking about that, because obviously these things can come into play. Is that actually we are approaching it not only with recipes, because the big thing that's come up recently is portion control, and people find it hard. That's why we do a lot of recipes, and we've got so many of them. And by the way, for those people who are on the private VIP area, there's a whole sort of vegan.
Someone asked earlier about vegetarian.
Yeah, they asked about vegetarian stuff, and we've got a whole menu on vegan stuff and vegetarian. I mean, it's crazy. It's crazy amounts of like recipes on there. So just make sure you check those out. But recipes are great in terms of they can give you that, and because obviously you've got the calories with our recipes and the breakdown of macros if you need them. They're super simple then to get the right portion for you within your meals and to go through with the planner. But I know that the majority of people aren't always into following recipes, and if you're like me, as I say on a Sunday, you will know because I've said it 1,000 times, I cook up a load of chicken, chuck a load of spice on, I do the same with potentially sweet potato, make some salad, chopped or whatever, get things in, it's just easily done, it's just a pick and play sort of thing, put them on the scales and make that, and that's how simple my lunches are, right? I have similar breakfast most days, and it's often oats with whey and stuff. If I'm trying to drop some of the calories, I replace that for my water with lemon and Himalayan salt, as you've seen as well in my posts. So there's some really simple things, and I eat very similar things most days. And that's part of what the new planning is about, is sort of going, right, what do you eat? Okay, let's start with what you do eat. Let's not say it's wrong. Let's think about how I can put that into play. Yes, you are going to have a chocolate snack in the evening. Let's make it a I don't know, for example, a fudge or a curly whirly or whatever it wants to be. If you want a Mars bar, fine, do it. But then just realise that that's sort of quite a big chunk of your bank balance being spent already that day. Do you know what I mean? Put it in first. You may have it at the end of the day, but put that in first, and then sort of reverse engineer that day. Do you know what I mean? Balance it out the rest of it. Yes, try and get some greens in, as you said, and multiple meals, okay? Get the water in. Make sure you're doing your walking. Come and do your exercise, okay? Get those things right. And do you know what? It's not that crazy after that. Like, and then you can go and play bit ball the weekend for a bit. Do you know what I mean? But just be aware that you might make worse decisions and stuff like that. Don't beat yourself up about it in the morning. Forget that bad shot, as we said. Move on. Your target's still to try and get to here, as we discussed earlier, to try and, you know, lose weight and do whatever you were doing. If that's the case, do whatever you can do that's going to get you towards that goal. Don't go, there you go, rum and raisin, mint ice cream, bash them all because you've had a couple of cheap kilos.
What supplements should I be on from a meal plan? What supplements? And that's like saying getting your treats in or whatever, planning them in advance. Don't focus on the supplements. Focus on the meals first.
Yeah, definitely.
Because if we look at the nutritional pyramid again in the new book we put together, supplements come almost right at the top, like meal frequency, timings, and things like that.
Top being the
not as so the least important, obviously. So
base being the most important.
Base being calories, as we talk about, getting the right calories.
Whenever we've dieted properly and hard, what's almost the first things that leave is our powders, our protein powders, and stuff like that. Because it's like, actually, I want to be eating the food. I want to feel full. I want to sack those off. Yeah, they might support us by getting more protein in, but actually, I'd rather eat another just can of tuna, whether it be by itself or whatever, because it's more filling and it has got that protein base into it.
Protein. Someone asked again, round about supplements, but should I be having protein shakes after training? Well, if you can stomach real food, then you'll feel fuller for longer with a meal full of protein and veg rather than a liquid shake. But
it's a question that I can't read.
There is
glasses on.
Hello, Dave. Yeah. Hello, Dave. Found the recipe books great to help when planning nutrition for the day. Perfect. So
like that, Dave the Rave. Well done. Thank you very much. Big up the recipes.
And like Josh mentioned, we've got. I don't know what we've got on here now. We actually did a video on this the other day anyway, but just to remind you if you didn't see that. So a new meal plan template is going into the book. You can see that kind of shining off the screen. There you go. It's reversed, but there you go. Which we'll go over on the seminar. So it's essentially a teach, but like a 60-40 teach.
You've got to be active. You've got to be involved in it.
We call it a seminar, but really we're going to be going through the pros and cons of meal planning. Why do it? Why even bother doing it? How you can actually make it more effective.
Is it right
efficient for your week?
You know, it might not be the best approach for you, to be honest.
Do you someone that can eat the same things every day, and what the benefits of that, and how easy can you use, like Dave said about the recipe books and things, picking things you like, not making it too stressful. So something that takes an hour to cook. So I don't think any of the recipes are that long, but just versus things that like, well, I haven't got 20 minutes to a meal. I want a 10-minute meal. I want to do that every day. Yeah, it's about plug and play. We call it taking things and putting it in and making it as easy as possible.
And knowing that, I know it sounds really silly, but there's no magical combination of foods. Like people ask about protein shakes 20 minutes after the training. Don't worry about that. Don't focus on timings of the meals and stuff. It's the overall calories coming in. But also, like people are like, oh, but I have to have that with that carbs or that fat. I'm like, don't overstress that. Like we're looking at the calories first of all, we're looking at the calorie consumption to get the calorie balance right. Then we're going to try and get the protein in to support your lifestyle support. Obviously, all the benefits you have with protein. It keeps you fuller for longer. We know that your muscle recovery, crikey, it helps with your everything, right? Okay,
as well.
Even there's a lot of people who exactly will feel like a meal's almost empty without it sometimes, and they're saying obviously if you're vegetarian, vegan, or anything like that, there's different.
What do you base your things? The protein first, really. Usually you go.
First thing I look at.
Because we're not vegetarians, we'll probably go with the meat option or fish.
Yeah.
Then you go, what goes well with that?
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe potatoes or rice or the carbs, and then you add in the other things after. You don't necessarily go.
I actually go protein then veggies first because I see what veggies I've got left because that makes the decision.
But you wouldn't say I'm going to start with a plate of broccoli. Then I might add I might add a baked potato, and then
Jane Roberts, if she ever watches this, would definitely start with broccoli. She loves broccoli. Chocolate and broccoli is Jane's favourite.
That's crazy, isn't it? She's like.
Yeah, but broccoli is definitely the first thing she put on her plate. She loves broccoli. It's weird. It's actually weird.
Have you ever eaten it raw?
Yeah, it's not a big broccoli fan.
It's not good for your digestion. Like, they say the raw diet. Sometimes some things don't actually agree with you digesting.
Maybe when we went to Spain, I had that. I always call it edamame beans.
It is edamame.
Yeah. Okay, I call it edamame beans, and then I had those like lentils and stuff. It was like a really beany salad.
Yeah.
Well, that's probably really loud, sorry. But that was intense in the old stomach. The old digestion was feeling pressure that day, as you may be aware. But yeah, so beanie salads, if you're not used to them, be aware. They could they actually upset my stomach a little bit. They were kicking off, like there was rumbling all night. So anyway, I suppose the wrap up points, if we can.
Think of your diet as a round of golf.
There's so many. Do you know what? There's so many people watching this. If their partners play golf, are hating the fact we brought this into there because they've probably heard nothing but golf recently. They're like, all I've heard about is every shot I walk around the day, it's like foreign language to me. That's what they always say to me. It's like foreign language, and it's me, my dad and brother literally talk about every single shot they've gone through. So basically, don't lose your head. Okay, I think that's quite a comment. Don't lose your head. If you want straight talking about nutrition and want a virtual or real slap in the face, I'm more than happy to do it as long as you comply and sign the right things prior. Whatever they deserve. Need. Go through that. Don't focus on what you're having, like in terms of timings of meal. Focus on what you're having over the whole day, the whole week, and the month, because it all counts. You don't get a calorie reset, unfortunately, at the beginning of the day or the end of the day.
Like a mulligan in golf. It's an American term, really, but yeah, a free shot. You mess one up.
An absolute session for the day. Going binge.
Imagine that.
Drink whatever.
Calories 0. Quality.
Yeah.
Once a month you could get a.
So when people say like, what would your magic power be? The old
reset
mulligan. Reset calories.
Wow.
You feel like super clean as well on the inside.
Yeah.
Don't know why I said that, but that's. Do you know what I mean? Do you ever get that when people say detox? You feel like you're clean on the inside, like your liver's not doing a good enough job. Like
it's like it wasn't.
When they put the tube up your bum.
I know of it. I don't really. I've never experienced it. Have you?
I actually haven't, but I'm not one to say I wouldn't.
No.
Tell me what it is before I say colostomy, because I know it's not colostomy. I know I'm going to get in trouble for saying that. But what is it? Colonic, that's it. Crikey. Yeah, colonic. If anyone's had a colonic, don't put it in the comments. You could do if you can. But anyway, I always feel like you feel super clean on the inside, and I don't know what that feeling is. Hence, I want to potentially try the colonic.
So living on 7 months of
obviously
the opposite feeling of being less clean.
Shooting it up, you.
Not the actual thing, actually. But 7 months of rations and like 3 fresh meals in 7 months was pretty bad for the old digestion. It's horrendous. Like dried, 24-hour ration packs are not that nutritious. They're all calorie dense.
Yeah.
Crap, basically. So, pretty bad.
Get blocked up?
A couple of times, yeah. Dehydrate as well, like 10 litres of water a day, and still, not good for the old system. Ryan will be on here soon, just telling us about the detoxes and things. And
he loves them. He loves detox. Well, to be fair, no, he likes proper cleanses and healthy things, but he doesn't like your detox teas. I'm not sure he's into those. Let's be honest.
But
anyway, we're going to wrap it up there.
Don't fall for the detox tea. Don't fall for the pipe up the. If someone says, "Go have a detox," just pop in.
Yeah.
Probably just say no and just look.
Try if you're into that.
Look at what you're eating first, and maybe give that a go.
Depends what you're after, really. When I think.
Do you want to give a review?
Yeah, I'll make sure you have camera to follow me in.
No, you can just
wait
outside.
Do you want to follow me in? I was having it done. Anyway, we're going to talk about the one time. We'll come back with food poisoning. It's a whole different story. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. And if you've got any questions, pop them below about anything that we've gone over today, because I haven't got a clue what we really have gone over. Once again,
28 minutes.
28 minutes. That's
drivel.
Well, constructive.
Educational.
Drivel.
Vanilla. Kind of.
Vanilla, mint chocolatey, pistachio, drivel. Right. Peace. Wait, I missed the camera today a lot. There you go.
Yeah, I think we've been down.